is Just So You Know Moments with a twist. Your host, Dr. Jackson Dean, the Pen Slayer. You ready? Let's go. Just like
This Just So You Know moment is brought to you by Dr. LaShonda, Jackson Dean, and Jackson Dean Investments. Just so you know, Dr. Jackson Dean, the Pen Slayer, says, I am a talk show host, a speaker, a life and success strategist, and an author. I inspire, empower, and coach others to be the best version of themselves. Welcome to Just So You Know Moments with a Twist. I am your host, Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean. Thank you to everyone for joining in tonight. Thank you so much. Please like and share. Please host some watch parties, all that stuff. And also be interactive and participative. And I appreciate that very much, okay? As always, you know I have to always thank God for allowing me to be able to have these opportunities as well as social media outlets for the opportunity to have this virtual practice lab while I wait on him to grant me my worldwide, nationally and internationally syndicated internet, radio, and TV talk show. Disclaimer, as I always do, if anything should happen, I'll fall out the chair, I knock the computer off the desk. Anything should happen, we just gonna keep rolling right through this bad boy like nothing ever happened, because that's what we do, okay? That's how we do it. So, happy trick or treat night to all of you, and whatever you call it. Happy. I'm coming to you tonight as the legendary Diane Carroll in her role as Dominique Devereaux. That just rolls off your tongue. Don't you just love the way it feels when you say it? Dominique Devereaux. She was bad. Do y'all remember her in her role as Dominique Devereaux on Dynasty? We were all in awe to just see her in such a high-profile role that she had then and there. But what if I told you that I grew up with my own, very own, classy, sophisticated Dominique Devereaux before there was a Dominique Devereaux. My mother, Florine Jackson House, oh my God, the classiest, most sophisticated woman ever. She was even nicknamed Hollywood just because she was just so glamorous. And so this is my tribute, and I'm paying homage to the late and great Miss Diane Carroll and to my mother, Miss Florine Jackson House. I hope she's watching tonight. Okay? Hello to everyone. So October is Breast Care Awareness Month. Please remember to do your breast exams, get your breast checks, and get your mammograms. That's your men and your women, because men do suffer from breast cancer, as I told you at the last Just So You Know moment with a twist show episode, that there are men that also have breast cancer. So you want to make sure that y'all get yourself checked out as well, okay? Last night, the Houston Astros, the Stros, suffered a loss to the Nationals, which kicks them out of the World Series. I have to say, I was pretty disappointed because I really wanted them to win. I was really pulling for the Stros this time. I really wanted them to go to the World Series this time. But on the brighter side of that, they still have next year, so they can come back strong, figure out what it was that they did wrong this time, and do it right the next time. So let's pray and support them going forward so that they can win the World Series the next time. One more thing, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Kirk Franklin. Did y'all hear? Did you guys hear about this with Kirk Franklin? So Kirk Franklin is boycotting the Christian Music Dove Awards, the Trinity Broadcasting Network, you might know it as TBN, and the Gospel Music Association. Yeah, he is. After part of his acceptance speech addressing police brutality was edited out, he says he will continue to boycott until tangible plans are put in place to protect and champion diversity. Diversity is very important, okay? Can I say I'm not surprised by them editing his speech? How many of you were surprised that they actually edited Kirk Franklin's speech? I'm not surprised. I never thought of TBN as being a haven for diversity. Yeah, there was a few of us there, but it just didn't sit well with my spirit. TBN just never did sit well with my spirit, and so I'm not surprised at the suppression of the diversity in that network. I'm not even surprised with the suppression that we have in diversity in just regular media. Just think about it for a minute. It has happened and it's happening. If you don't know, the media has always played a part in building a persona for certain people and protecting the persona of another. So I'll say that again. The media has always played a part in building the persona for a certain group and protecting the persona of another group. I'll let you figure out which was being built and which was being protected. What y'all think, huh? But I digress. On the Just So You Know Moment Show with a twist, we aim to detect it and correct it. Detect and correct. Detect and correct. Can I get some love? Can y'all send me some hearts up? Hit the hearts button and give me some love. Give you guys some love. I'm not going to be long tonight. Just going to get in there. As they say, hit it and quit it. That's what I'm going to do tonight. That's what it's all about tonight. I got lipstick on my teeth. So how can y'all didn't tell me I had lipstick on my teeth? Y'all just let me just roll on through this with lipstick on my teeth. You know I got these braces on. Let's see. How about that? Okay. This week, our topic is enough is enough. Enough is enough. Say it with me. Let the church say, enough is enough. Just play what I say to church. Y'all know what I'm talking about. As I think about this topic, I think about a verse or two from a couple of Kirk Franklin's sons. You may know it as well. You can say what you want about old Kirk, but he definitely can motivate you through song. He about that tall, but boy, he packs a punch, I tell you. What they say, God's tiniest Christian. But I'm telling you, that boy packs a punch, and I love to hear him. I love to see him in action. He's very motivating. He's very inspiring, very inspirational, and everything positive that you could say he is. But in one of his songs, he says, while you're waiting, while you're praying, even though you've been here for a while, I smile because I know God is working. While you're waiting, while you're praying, even though you've been here for a while, I smile because I know God is working. How many of you can say that? How many of you believe that? I ask because some days can be daunting. And you can begin to feel, where does the break begin? Why is it taking so long? Let me say hello to everybody. I see my sister there. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Hey, Anita. Hey, Malika, Cassie, Big Daddy, Sheila Smith. Oh, my big cousin, Kenya. And my classmate, Teresa. Hello, everyone. And on my other camera, we have several people here. Honey Maker, Vera Deal, the Wishers. I can't even read all these people. Thank y'all so much for joining in tonight. It's wonderful. I'm glad that y'all are here to share it with me. But let me go on here. What must I do to prove myself? Because you're waiting, and you're praying, and you're wondering, and you're thinking about it. 1 plus 1 ain't adding to 2. 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, and you don't know why it's happening like this for you, huh? So what must I do to prove myself? Let me tell you, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You know why? Because enough is enough. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough right now. You are enough this very minute. You just need to step out, because enough is enough. We all have heard that God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. So if you're diligently working, honing your craft, know your day is coming. In the meantime, congratulate and be happy for someone else during their season of winning while you wait on yours. So let me say that a little bit louder for the people in the back, because y'all might get that. While you're waiting, while you're praying, congratulate and be happy for those who are winning and who are in their season. Don't be bitter. Don't be jealous. Don't be envious, because you don't want any of that to happen when it's your turn. And it will be your turn. So congratulate and be happy while you await yours, okay? Figure out what you can do to make your dreams come true. Don't wait on others to validate you, because in many cases, they're not going to do it. They're going to do everything that they can to keep from validating you, because not you now. Those other ones out there, somebody else, they're scared that your shine is going to overshine their shine. They haven't learned yet that we all can shine together. Okay? Know that what they bring and their support is kind, but it's not required. Someone else's support and everything else that they have to offer is kind, but it's not required. It's not required for you. It's not required for your expedition. It's not required for your journey. It's not required for your dream. It's just not, okay? The only person that has to believe in your dream is you. No one else is assigned to believe in you and believe in whatever that you got going on but you, okay? Just make sure that you believe, that you are sure of what it is that's going on with your dream, okay? So, when they hurl all these no's at you, take courage in knowing that all you need is one yes from God, and that can turn your dream to a reality. So let them bring all of the no's that they want to give you. Bring them, because all I need It's one yes from God. And guess what? That cancels all your no's. You're done. Your stuff is over. Because God said so, not you. You are enough. You need to know that your enough is enough. Get yourself ready. There'll be plenty of no's. Not because you aren't ready, but because they aren't ready for you. Y'all hear that? You're going to receive a lot of no's, not because you're not ready, but because they're not ready for you. There may be hesitation and alienation. Sometimes this works in your favor because just because you want to be somewhere else or you want to be linked up with someone else or some other group doesn't mean that you should just because you want it. Knock on some doors. You ain't even got to beat on the door, just knock on some doors. Know that there will be some doors that will open, and there will be some doors that won't open for you for whatever reason, but that's okay. Knock on another door. Knock until the one that's meant for you opens up. Remember, no answer from God on your situation does not necessarily mean, it may mean, but not necessarily mean no, but it may mean wait. It may mean not right now. It may mean we need to think about this a little bit longer, okay? Okay? Please also know that every no from God does not mean that you're not worthy. Sometimes it's protection. It's protection from what lies in that relationship. Other time, it's redirection to something better. So every no is not a no that you're not ready. Sometimes that no is because they're not ready for you. So a no can be a wait, a no can be protection, a no can mean redirection, okay? In all, while you wait, don't shrink your goal or your dreams to meet a particular term that you think is the right one. Locate the terms that can handle the capacity of your dreams. So don't shrink your dream. Don't reduce your goals. Find something where it fits, okay? Locate the terms that fit for your goals and your dreams, okay? With that, does that mean that your dream is perfect? It may be perfect to you. But maybe your dream is not ready for real time. Doesn't mean that your dream doesn't need to be tweaked. Maybe that's what it is. You may need just a little bit of tweaking, okay? Learn not to be so rigid with every aspect of your dream. You know, put a little elastic in there, you know. Sometimes when you wear just regular clothes and you just feel so. But if you put on something with a little elastic in it, hey, you can get a little expansion and a little breathing room. So don't be so rigid. Give yourself some flexibility. I have coached several people who believe that the road to their success is a straight line. It's going just like this. Everything that they do is going to go this way. Go this way. But I'm here to tell you it's not true. Your road to success is going to look like this. This is what you're going to see when you try to get to your success. It's never like this. You never get this right here. You get this here. Right here. That scribble entails the human factor in us, okay? While we're revealing your dreams and traveling the road to your success, there will be several turns, some U-turns, many lefts, and a few rights. That's okay as long as you stay focused on the end result. Oftentimes, we wonder why God allowed our roads to look so scribbly and all over the place, all over the map, as people would say. But my God sees the end. God sees the final result. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither my ways your ways, declared the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, your thoughts, your thoughts." He allows us to travel the scribble because sometimes we're hard-headed and we don't listen. He may tell us to go right, but something shiny or that catches our attention, or whatever it is that you like. It could be shiny things, it could be nice things, it could be exotic things. Whatever it is that you like may catch your attention to go left. Okay? Since you were disobedient, he allows us to keep going left, moving further and further from our mark until we stop and listen. So here's your mark right here. You stop listening, guess what? You start going in that direction. So you're no longer even on the right path to go to where your success is, your dream is, whatever it is. You're going in a totally different direction. On the right road, but going in the wrong direction. I heard that Sunday. Yeah! Reverend John brought that up. Reverend John, who was that? I didn't remember what the guy's name was. We had another preacher today, but that was something he said about being on the right road but going in the wrong direction. I loved it. But like I was saying, since you were disobedient, when he told you to go right, you went left. You've been moved now further and further away from your dreams and your goals. And you're going to keep going in that same direction until you begin to listen, till you stop and listen. This is how the scribbles get started. The other reason why he allows us to scribble is a diversion or a detour. A diversion or a detour. Like I said, he sees the end. He can see the trouble up ahead, so he sends you right when you think you should have gone left, because he's diverting traffic. That good? Woo. Y'all gonna catch that later on. Diverting traffic, keeping you from going in this direction or that direction, because he don't want you to catch up into this trouble. So he sends you, he diverts your attention, he diverts your path in another direction to keep you out of trouble. That's what our God does for us. This is what that grace and mercy is about. That what we sing about your grace and mercy. That's what grace is. His grace is sufficient, giving us what we need, and the mercy is not giving us the things that we actually deserve. Because sometimes we deserve some things, but his grace and mercy keeps us from getting the things that we actually deserve. Y'all understand that? The scribbling has a lot of learning experiences within your journey, your expedition, your path, whatever you want to call it. I always call it my expedition. And that's what the scribbling is. That's part of my expedition. Sometimes he will allow you to interact with people or entities in your infancy. That's in your beginning. That's in your beginning stage. He allows you to interact with it so you will see how these relationships are before you get to your success. Y'all get that? Did you get what I said? Sometimes you interact into relationships and entities during your beginning so that you'll know what it's like when you finally become successful and you won't ever go in that direction again. I was talking to one of my clients today, and said, ain't nothing like a bought lesson. And sometimes you can't get out of it when you want to. But let me tell you what they say, baby, let me tell you, when you do finally get out of it, can't nobody tell you nothing about it. Because you know for yourself. That's what you call a bought lesson. And so he allows you to get into it so you can see the thoughts of the people that you're dealing with before you make it to your full growth, and they're there to take advantage of you. And don't think folks won't take advantage, because they will. They will. And so he's taking you through those stages while you're still young, in your infancy. That's in the beginning of your growth. I'm not saying that you're a child, and I'm just saying while you're growing, while you're moving towards your success, you get to see what it's like before you actually become successful. You get to be in the rooms and you see the way they turn their nose up at you when you come in the room. You see who turn their nose up at you. You see who don't invite you to this and who don't invite you to that. You see who don't make you welcome. You see who make you feel isolated in your infancy. So that when you do reach your growth, you know not to even fool with them. That's what our God does. What it say? Look at God. Look at God. That's what he does, honey. It's that wonderful that he just allows us to just test drive the car before you get totally invested, huh? Isn't that great? Isn't that great that he allows you to test drive it all before you get into it? You might feel like, but God, I've spent so much time in this, and I've spent so much money, and I've invested my whole life. And no, you hadn't invested your whole life. You still in your infancy. No, you haven't spent the money that you gonna have. Your money is measured by the little money that you have now, but it's better to spend that little money now to see what things are like before you get your big money, okay? It may seem like a lot now for that mistake, but it will be even more later and greater when you get there, okay? It may cost you everything later to get these same mistakes that you get at a lower level. So it's better that you learn this and do your remedial then before you get into your higher level, okay? Whether it's a remedial courses and your core courses and then your higher level courses, it's better that you learn all this stuff that you need to learn right there in those prerequisites before you get there to your core, okay? That money that you're spending now is just getting your attention. You're learning through your battles, but if you are smart, you filing all of these interactions away for later, putting them right back there in that database. And so when you need to retrieve it, all you gotta do is hit that button and boop, 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 boop. It all started to flash right there before your eyes, and you saw it all. You did a pan around the whole room, and you saw what they did, okay? But it's early on. it's better to know it then. And so learn it then, and that you will know it later on, okay? So if they disregard you and don't do a good job with you now, you know not to go back in that direction again, right? These are lessons learned. Yes, the journey is a scribble, but stay on it. Keep your eyes, your ears, and your mind open, and you're gonna be fine. Are there any questions tonight? Y'all are mighty quiet tonight. I just cannot believe how quiet y'all are. Did I shock you or something? Or you eating your Halloween candy? I see Michelle said something. Genuinely happy. That's right. That's the only comment I got. I got a lot of people online, but not a lot of comments. But that's okay, because it's email time. Email time. Dear Dr. Jackson Dean, just so you know, I am impressed with the versatility that you are showing with your show. From week to week, I am intrigued as to what format you will have for us. From host to audience to guests, and you even have commercial. I forgot to do a commercial tonight. We can get one though. Nah, we probably won't tonight. We'll wait till next week. I want to thank you because you have given me the courage to step out of my comfort zone and pursue my talents. I would like to know if you would be my mentor. I am torn with a few things, but I am ready to get serious on some of my goals. I watch your show every week, and I will be watching for you to read my email. Know that I will be jumping up and down. Please email me back. Tamisha from Las Vegas. Las Vegas in the house. How about that, huh? So, this concludes our episode for this week. Enough is enough. Please join me next week at 8 p.m. on Thursdays for the next 8 weeks on Facebook Live. Because like I told you, I'm going to be going back to Wednesday after this 8 week. Right now I got something going. I'm doing another little thing on Wednesday night. And so I have to move this to Thursday. So after 8 weeks, we'll be going back to Wednesday, hopefully. But you can catch us on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube. You can also look me up on Spotify. Do a search for Dr. Jackson Dean, and you can see some of the previous episodes. And so for more information about Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean, the services and the books that I offer, visit me online at drlashondajacksondean.com. See you next week. Thank you for joining for Just So You Know Moments with a Twist. Mwah. Mwah. I did do over 10 minutes. Did it go? Oh, no. I don't want to do that. I want to go. Mhm.